What if I told you that the AI powering tomorrow's world doesn't need $1 million server farm? It could run on a rig you slap together for $1,000. Alibaba's QWQ-32B is rewriting the rules, turning your dusty gaming PC into a weapon that's shredding big tech's cloud monopolies. This isn't some geek fantasy. It's a seismic shift where a $1,000 setup can outmuscle DeepSeek, R1's $1 million cloud empire, and the savings could bankroll your next big idea. Stay with me, because this is the story of how the little guy's fighting back and winning. Let's break it down. QWQ-32B, with its 32 billion parameters, is a lean, mean machine. It's not just fast, it's frugal. You can deploy it on a pair of RTX 4090s, total cost around $3,000, and get inference speeds hitting 100 tokens second. Compare that to DeepSeek R1, a 671 billion parameter beast that demands a fleet of A100 GPUs, think 7 cards at $15,000 a pop, plus a cooling system that'd make your electric bill weep. That's over $100,000 just to get started, and then you're bleeding $2 per 1,000 tokens through AWS Bedrock API. QWQ-32B? Once it's on your hardware, it's yours. No tolls, no subscriptions, just raw power at your fingertips. I heard about a coder in Hangzhou who ditched DeepSeek's cloud for a $1,500 rig. 2 weeks later, he'd slashed his monthly costs from $1,000 to under $50 in electricity. That's not a tweak, that's a lifeline. Here's where it gets juicy. Big tech's been banking on you not noticing the scam. Cloud AI sold as convenient, but it's a gilded cage. Every API calls a tax, every data upload a leash. DeepSeek, R1's a marvel, no doubt. Its scale crushes complex tasks like supply chain optimization or protein folding, the kind of stuff that'd choke lesser models. But unless you're a Fortune 500 heavyweight, you're stuck renting it, watching pennies stack into millions while AWS and Microsoft rake it in. QWQ-32B flips the table. It's open source Apache 2.0, meaning you own it, download it, tweak it, run it offline. A young engineer from Shanghai startup took it to a Raspberry Pi cluster, $500 total, and built a quality control AI for a factory floor. No internet, no cloud fees, just results. That's the hook. What could you build if AI didn't come with a landlord? The numbers don't lie. DeepSeek, R1's full deployment burns through 2,800 watts, think $300 a month in power alone on US rates. QWQ-32B on a 4,090? 250 watts, $27 monthly. Scale that up, a year of DeepSeek's cloud could hit $1 million between hardware, API, and juice. QWQ-32B's local setup caps at $5,000 tops. That's a 200x cost gap. And it's not just cash, it's control. Cloud models like DeepSeek R1 lock your data in their silos. Good luck dodging latency or praying their servers don't hiccup. Local deployment's a middle finger to that. Your AI, your rules, your uptime. A Guangzhou factory owner told me he switched to QWQ-32B after a cloud outage cost him $5,000 in downtime. Now, his line's humming, and he's pocketing the difference. But it's not all sunshine. DeepSeek, R1's got muscle. QWQ-32B can't flex. Those 671 billion parameters shine in bleeding-edge research, where raw compute trumps all. If you're modeling climate shifts or cracking quantum equations, the cloud's your beast. QWQ-32B stumbles there. Its efficiency trades depth for speed, and quantized versions lose a bit of edge. Plus, local setups need know-how, tweaking drivers, juggling VRAM, cursing at CUDA errors. It's not plug-and-play, it's a hustle. DeepSeek R1's cloud? Point, click, pay, done. Convenience has a price, and for some, it's worth it. Zoom out, and this is war. Cloud giants, AWS, Google, Microsoft, built empires on the idea you'd never cut the cord. QWQ-32B's a sledgehammer to that foundation. China's playing chess here. Alibaba's not just selling a model, they're arming the edges from Shenzhen workshops to Midwest garages. DeepSeek, R1's fighting back with scale and polish, banking on enterprises too fat to ditch the cloud. But the tide's shifting. I've seen indie devs on X buzzing about QWQ-32B, spinning up apps on $1,000 rigs that rival million-dollar startups. This isn't niche, it's a revolution. A kid in Ohio's running QWQ-32B on an old 3090, churning out code that'd make Silicon Valley sweat, all for the cost of a pizza night. So where's this headed? The cloud's not dead, it's just bleeding. QWQ 32BS proving you don't need a king's ransom to play the game. You just need guts and a GPU. Next time, we're cracking open the real cost, not cash, but the hidden traps of going local versus staying cloud-bound. You'll want to see who's lying about the price tag. Subscribe, because this war's just heating up, and the next move might be yours.